Hello, welcome to Boardgames with Niramas. Today it's time for a short run through of the game Spyfall. This game is from 3 to 8 players, so it's not really easy for me to demonstrate, just me and Draco. So I'll just doing a short demonstration of it and explain how the game works. And it's a really fun party game. It's published by Cryptozoic, and there's actually one called Spyfall 2 out now, so if you go to the store to buy one, that it's going to be called Spyfall 2, but it's the same game, sort of same basic principle of the game, and I'll show you how the game works. So let's get going. We're actually having I have some help here from this little penguin guy today, so he's going to be the third player, just so I can demonstrate the game for you. This game is basically just a deck of cards that you divide like this, so you have these cards if you're 8 players, then you're going to have 7 sort of players, and one of them is going to be a spy, but you don't know who, and you put them like this so you can't see which location we're at, because that's the whole setting of the game. We're going to one of these locations that are in the manual. Everyone can check this out. So there's a bunch of these, and we're going to, by asking questions to each other, we're going to try to figure out who the spy is, because everybody knows where we're at except for the spy. Alright, so let's get going. So we're 3 players, so the bottom card here is the spy card, so we're going to put that out, 2 more, and we're going to put the other cards away and not look at them, and we're going to mix these, so we don't know who is who. And let's see, alright, so then everybody gets a card. Draco gets that one, Penguin, and I get a card. And then it's time to start the questions. And I'm going to be the first player, and so you should have also a timer. You should have a timer of 8 minutes that you start. So once 8 minutes is up, then the players has to agree on who to vote for, who is the spy. And it has to be, everyone has to be agreeing, except for the one being accused, of course. So everybody gets one chance to accuse someone, and then if the other guys tag along on that vote, then if it's successful, you identify the spy, then you're going to win. And if the spy wins, then if you don't identify the spy, then the spy wins. Also, during these 8 minutes, the spy could stop the clock at any time, reveal the card, saying I'm the spy, and I think we're at the beach. And if it's correct, then the spy wins. So you keep playing this a few times with different decks, and so you get points for who wins every time you do this. Alright, so let's get going. I'm just confusing things here, so let's get started and you'll see how it works. But we have a timer of 8 minutes running, and we check our cards, and I'm actually the spy, look at that. Alright, so I need to figure out where we are, which one of these locations we're at. And the other guys, obviously they are at the location where they know where they are. They are going to ask questions and also try to identify who is the spy. And so this could be a bit tricky, but really fun game, really fun when you play like 5 or 6 or 7, 8 players. So much laughing going on. Alright, so I am the first player, so I will ask any of these guys a question. So I think I'll start off by asking Draco. I mean, looking at this, I need to find a question that sort of narrows it down. So let's say I would ask him if it's hot and sunny there where we're at. I mean, if he says yes, then it's probably not the polar station or the space station. So I can sort of start narrowing it down. Alright, so I'm asking Draco, is it hot and sunny where we're at? And of course Draco knows where we are. And now we have to check his card, of course, otherwise I have no idea what he's going to answer. Alright, so we're at the amusement park, okay. So Draco is going to say, yeah, most of the time. It's lovely weather. Right, that didn't really give me that much information, but of course it's probably not the space station. And also Draco is going to be thinking, why did I ask that? Because if I'm not the spy, then I'm trying to find out if he's the spy. Well, yeah, okay. Well, let's keep going. So now Draco gets to ask someone a question, and he can't ask me because I asked him, but in a 3-player game you're going to go around basically. And if you're more guys, then you're going to jump all over the place. So Draco is going to ask Penguin, would you bring your children along to where we are? And Penguin knows where they are, of course. So he's going to say, yeah, why not? That would be fun. And now I'm starting to think, okay, so it's hot and it's sunny, and you can bring your children. Oh, it's not the nightclub then, it's not the military base, I guess. So I'm starting to narrow it down. It could be the circus tent, perhaps, the carnival, the beach, the amusement park, the zoo, of course, down here. I mean, I guess you wouldn't bring your children to the police station. I don't know. Alright, so now Penguin is going to ask a question, and he's going to ask me. So I think he's going to ask me, are we having fun where we are? I'm sort of, at this point, I'm starting to figure out, yeah, it's probably a fun place, right? It's not, I mean, it's not a Crusader army, I guess. You wouldn't bring your kids to that. Alright, so I'm going to just tell him, yeah, it's really fun where we're at. And, you know, I'm not sure if that was a good answer, because I'm the spy, so I don't know where we are. Alright, and then I can ask a question, so I'm going to ask Draco. I'm going to ask him, are we surrounded by some animals? Are there animals at our location? And now Draco has to figure that, if I knew that we're at the amusement park, why would I be asking that, really? He's going to say, yeah, no, probably not. Not really that much animals. And so now Penguin is really starting to get suspicious here because of my questions and my answers. So perhaps he would ask me, perhaps he would ask me, like, can we go get some popcorn where we're at? And you know, I'm thinking, all right, so could it be the circus tent? Why is he asking that? I mean, I guess you can get popcorn at some zoos, right? But you don't really get popcorn at the beach. So, you know, and I'm not really sure. I'm taking my time. I'm saying, like, nah, not really. It's not really what you're going for in this place. And then Draco says, yeah, okay, we're going to stop the clock, and he's going to accuse me of being the spy. And of course, Penguin is going to tag along. I have to show my card. Yeah, I was the spy. Of course, you can buy popcorn at the amusement park. So I sort of messed up there, and they figured out I was a spy. They get, well, Penguin gets 1 point because they won. Draco gets 2 points because he was the one accusing me. And then you keep going for 5 times. The manual recommends, but you can do it as many times as you want, I guess. And then whoever has the most points at the end is the winner. So that's the whole game of Spyfall. It's a quick, fun party game. Played it at the mini convention during this weekend. I had a lot of fun with it. It's a perfect game for, I mean, if you have that kind of convention setting and you're trying to just fill some time in between the larger games. Really fun game. I can really recommend it. So that's Spyfall. And thank you for watching. I hope you got an idea of how the game works. And I hope you can decide if it might be a fun game for you to pick up and play with your group. So have a nice evening or morning or whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye bye.